Hello children, how are you all? Welcome back to my class. Today in this class we are going to start your new lesson of EVS, that is learn mapping no directions. Okay, first let us know what is the meaning of map. Okay, so map is a diagrammatic representation of an area of land or sea showing physical features, cities, roads, etc. is called map. Okay, what is the meaning of direction? Direction is a theoretical line followed from a point of region or towards a destination is called direction. Okay, so basically we are having four directions, that is north, south, east and west. Okay, how many directions are there? North, south, east, west. Okay, there are four directions. Basically there are four directions. Okay, so children, you know there are four directions. So here is a one activity for you. So look at the map given here. There is a big banyan tree. Can you see this? Yes, here's a big banyan tree in the middle of the village. So write the directions of the given places with reference to a banyan tree. Okay, so here first is pond. So pond, can you see this? Yes, where is a pond here in the map? Yes, here is a pond. Where it comes, in which direction? This is the north, this is south, this is east and this is west. Yes, okay, so now you tell me where is the pond? Here, right? This is a pond. So in which direction it comes? Yes, it comes in north direction. So we'll write here north. Okay, next is library. Where is the library in the map? Yes, here's a library. Now you tell me in which direction the library is there? Yes, it is there in west direction, right? So we'll write here west. Next is school. Where is the school here in the map? Can you see the school? Yes, here it is a school. Now you tell me in which direction it is there? Yes, the school is there in south. So we'll write south here. Okay, next is post office. Where is the post office here? Here it is there. Can you see this? Yes. Now you tell me where it is there, in which direction? Yes, it is there in east. Yes, it is there in east. So we'll write east here. So children, in the same way, you only have to write the remaining here, the park, temple, fair price shop, etc. Okay, here you have to find out these places in the map, then you have to write their direction, in which direction these places are located. Okay, for example, north, south, east, west. Understood children? Okay, now let's move to the another concept. So children, including this north, south, east, west, we are having four more directions. Which are those? Let us see. So here northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Yes, so between south and the east there is a one more direction, that is called northeast. Between south and the east there is one more direction, that is called southeast. Okay, that is called southeast. And between south and the west there is one more direction, that is called southwest. And between north and the west there is one more direction, that is called northwest. Okay, so here we are having totally how many directions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are having 8 direction. Okay, still a few more directions are there which you are going to study in your higher classes. Okay, so here north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Okay, now let us do one activity. So children, here is one more activity, so you have to perform it. Okay, what is there in this activity? Your house is shown in the picture given below. Write the things around your house according to the directions. Okay, according to the directions you have to write the things around your house. Okay, suppose this is your house and here are the directions. Can you see the directions here? North, south, east, west, then northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest, right? So whatever I have written here, the places, it is based on my house. According to my house I have written. Okay, in the same way you only have to try to write based on your based on your house. Okay, so first one here, in the north direction I am having hospital. Okay, in the south I am having market, in the east I am having school, in the west I am having park, in the northeast I am having post office, in the southeast I am having mosque, in the southwest I am having library, in the northwest I am having temple. It is based on my house. Okay, so in the same way you have to write the things around your house according to the direction. Okay children, now let's move to the another activity. So children, here what is this? Can you tell me what is this? Yes, it's a Karnataka map. Very good. So observe this map of Karnataka. Now write the directions of the places given with reference to the state. Which is our state? Yes, Karnataka is our state. So with reference to the state, we have to write the direction of these places. First one is the Arabian Sea. Where this Arabian Sea comes? In which direction it is there? Here it is there, Arabian Sea. In which direction it comes? This is north. First we'll give the directions here. North. This is north. This is south. Yes, this is east. This is west. Okay, so now tell me, Arabian Sea. In which direction this Arabian Sea comes? Yes, it comes in a, can you see this? This is Arabian Sea. So it comes in which direction? In the west direction. So we'll write here west. Arabian Sea comes in west direction. Next, Maharashtra. Where is the Maharashtra here? Yes, here is the Maharashtra. In which direction it comes? It comes in north direction, right? So we'll write here north. Now, Andhra Pradesh. You only have to tell me in which direction this Andhra Pradesh comes. Here is the Andhra Pradesh. Can you see this? Yes. So this is the Andhra Pradesh. So in which direction this comes? It comes in a east direction. Very good. So we'll write here east. Next, Kerala. Where is the Kerala here? Here. Can you see this Kerala here? Yes, this is the Kerala. So in which direction it comes? It comes in south. So see here, this is north, south, east, west, right? So it comes in a south direction. So we'll write here south. Understood children? Yes. Okay, now let's move to the another concept. To draw simple map. Here we are going to see how to draw simple map of your classroom or else of your room. Okay, first what you have to do, measure the length and breadth of classroom with footstep. First we have to measure the length and breadth. This is the length, okay, and this will be the breadth. So first we have to measure the length and the breadth of the classroom by the footsteps, by using our footsteps. So next one, 2 footsteps are equal to 1 meter. So we'll consider that 2 footsteps are equal to 1 meter. Okay, and next is footsteps differ from person to person. So see here, the footsteps are differ from person to person because some persons may be short and some are heighted. That's why that footsteps are differ from person to person. Someone's footsteps may be 3/4 meter. So know the length of your footsteps first. Okay, it is based on my footsteps. So 2 footsteps are equal to 1 meter. Okay, now I will tell you how to draw the same on the sheet of paper. So let us imagine that the length of the room that I have measured is 12 foot. Okay, the length of the room that I have measured is 12 foot. You have to just imagine it. Okay, 12 foot and the breadth is 10 foot and the breadth is 10 foot. Okay, the length is 12 foot and the breadth is 10 foot. The length is 12 foot and the breadth is 10 foot. Now, so if your 2 footsteps are equal to 1 meter, then 12 feet, okay, as I told you, length, it is 12 feet is equal to how many meters? See here. So 2 steps are equal to 1 meter, means the 12, it will become half because 2 steps are equal to 1 meter, means it is 6 meter. Next, 10 foot become 5 meter. It is exactly half because we are taking 2 footsteps are equal to 1 meter. Okay, that means the length of the room is how much? It will become 6 meters and the breadth of the room will become 5 meters. Okay, so here if we convert 1 meter into 1 centimeter on a scale, so first what you have to do to draw the or to sketch these measurement in the sheet paper, first we have to convert that meter into centimeter. Okay, here can you see the scale? Our scale is having centimeters. Yes, so first we have to convert 1 meter into 1 centimeter. Means see here, 6 meter is equal to 6 centimeter, 5 meter is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, so as I told you here, what is the length here? What is the length? It is 6 meters. What is the breadth? It is 5 meters. So we will draw by taking our scale. Here we will draw a 6 centimeter. It is the length. And by taking our scale, we will draw the breadth, that is of 5 centimeter in a sheet of paper. Okay. Next, after drawing the after sketching these measurements of centimeters on a sheet of paper, now see, this is the outline. Yes, this is the outline map of our classroom or of your room. Okay, this is the outline map. Next, what we have to do? Now you have to identify the things. Okay, whatever the things are there, we have to identify in the room. To locate the exact position of these things, what you have to do? You have to draw the lines of 1 centimeter distance, 1 centimeter distance in the length as well as in the breadth. Okay, length as well as the breadth. This is breadth and this is breadth. This is length and this is also length. Okay, so what you have to do? You have to draw the lines of 1 centimeter. By taking your scale, you have to draw the lines of 1 centimeter in the, yes, in the breadth as well as in the length. Okay, so after drawing the all these squares in the box, in the in the map line, outline of the map, in the map, then what you have to do? Now we'll give a number to each of the following squares. First we have to give the numbers to each of these following squares. How we are going to view? We'll give numbers for length. Okay, we'll give numbers for length. Here you can see 1. Can you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll give numbers for the length and we'll give letters for breadth. A, B, C, D, E. This is breadth and this is also breadth. This is length, means it is also length. Okay, we'll give numbers to the length and we'll give letters to the breadth. Okay, now you have to identify the things of the classroom, okay, in these squares according to their position. Okay, how I will show you. First see here, things. Which are the things are there here, children? Door. First we'll clear it. Door. Then window, chair, table, wardrobe, then benches. Yes, there are benches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 benches. Right. So here you can see things. Door, window, chair, wardrobe, benches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. Now we have to do. Now you only have to tell me what is the breadth, okay, and what is the length of the door. First one, take door. Where is the door here? Here. Yes, here is the door. Can you see this? This is the door. Yes. Now you tell me what is the breadth of this door? A. A is the breadth. And what is the length? Length. This is the length. Means 1. Breadth is A. Yes, breadth is A because here it is there. Can you see this? A and the length is 1. So, breadth is A, length is 1. Okay. Next is, what is there here? Window. Where is the window here? Here it is a window. Now, what is the breadth of this window? Here it is C. Next, what is the length? 1. So, C1. C is a breadth and length is 1. So, C1. Next is chair. Where is the chair here? Yes. Where is the chair? Here it is there. Right. So, what is the breadth of this chair? A. And length is 3. 3. Right. So, A. 3. Now, next, wardrobe. Where is the wardrobe here? Here it is there. Now, what is the breadth of this wardrobe? D. And the length is 6. So, D6. D6. Next, bench. Where is the benches here? There are 6 benches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 6. First number 1 bench. Where it is there? What is the breadth of this first bench? It is E. and length is 1. So E1. E1. Next one is second bench. This one. What is the breadth of this second bench? It is E. The length is 2. E2. E2. So in the same way, you try to do it by yourself, the remaining benches. Understood, children? How to draw a map for your room? Yes. So we learned how to draw a map for your room or for a classroom. So in the same way, the large area can be represented on a map. The squares in the map, these squares in the maps are helpful to find out the exact location of the things. Understood, children? Okay. Now let's move to the another concept, that is symbols used to draw the route map. Okay, here are the few symbols. Can you see the symbols, children? Yes. So instead of drawing the whole house, temple, mosque, church, tree, well, etc., so we can use a symbols. Okay, means this symbol represent that particular thing. For example, this house. Okay, if you find such kind of picture on the map, it means it presents the house. Okay, the temple means it represents the temple. Here can you see this picture represents the temple, and this one represents the mosque, and it means it is a church, and this symbol means it's a school, and this symbol means it's a pound, and this symbol means post office, and this symbol means well, and this symbol means tree. Okay, instead of drawing the whole tree, instead of drawing the whole well pictures in the map, you can use the symbols to draw map. Okay, children, these are the symbols which we are going to use to draw any map. Understood? Okay. So children, now let us know some more interesting facts about the lesson. Okay, map and directions. So first point is, all the maps have centimeters or inches as the units of measurement. So all the maps, they are having the units. Which are those units? Centimeters or inches for the measurement. Okay, which you have learned in the math. This is what is the centimeters and the inches. Okay, next is world map is the map of the earth. So this world map is the called map of the earth. So can you see this? This is the world map, children. Okay, this is called the world map. Okay, next point is, one can easily understand the physical features, land routes and populated areas with the help of the map. So as you know that by using the maps we can come to know the routes, then the physical features means whether there are mountains or the hills or the lake or the river. Okay, and the people, houses. With the help of the map we can identify all the things. Nowadays we are having a pocket map, means we are having a mobile. So in the mobile we are having a map. So if you want to go anywhere, just you need to type that name of the place, then it will show you the where it is in the map, and it will show you the route. Okay, understood, children? Okay, next point is, longitudes and latitudes, the imaginary lines, help to form the grid on the map. So this longitudes and latitudes, these are the imaginary lines that we found in the globe on the earth. Okay, here can you see this? These horizontal lines are called the latitudes, whereas these vertical lines are called longitudes. Means what is the meaning of these latitudes? The lines which runs in a east-west directions. Yes, east-west directions across the earth is called the latitudes. And what is the longitudes? The lines which runs in a north-south direction. So these are called the longitudes. Okay, here you can see, children, these are the latitudes, and where these are the latitudes, and whereas these are the longitudes. Okay, so these imaginary lines, that is longitudes and latitudes, help to form the grid on the map. Grid is nothing but a method of marking of maps into areas. Okay, the next point is, there are different types of maps. For example, physical map, soil map, weather map, train map, etc. Okay, here I will show you. You find different types of maps such as physical map of world, soil map of the world, weather map, and the train route. This is the train route map of India. Okay, we find different types of maps. Okay, children. Next is it is believed that the Egyptian kings used to draw maps to know the regions of their rule, and the Greeks drew the map of the earth in 540 BC. So it is believed that the Egyptian king, okay, the Egyptian kings, they used to draw the maps to know their rule of the region. Okay, and the Greeks are nothing but the people who live in the Greece. Okay, the people of the Greece is the name of the country, so those peoples are called Greeks. So those Greeks, they draw the world map of the earth. Okay, they draw the map of the earth in 540 BC. Okay, children. So children, in this lesson you have learned what are the types of directions and how to draw the map of your room or the classroom, and you come to know what are the symbols used to draw the map, and you have learned some of the interesting fact about this map and the directions. Yes children, hope you understood all the lesson very well. Okay.